I am able to save over 60% of my income every month. There have been a few factors that have helped me save a lot of money every month, and in today's video I want to share those factors so I can help you save more income this year and for the rest of your life. Did you know that the average American saves around 6 to 8% of their income every year? And as of this current year, the average American has $9,000 less in savings than they did last year. So let's go over how I'm able to save over 60% of my income every month and go over some strategies that you can apply to yourself and save more money as well. We'll go over what to do with your savings to make more money and increase your wealth. This video's intent isn't for me to brag, but to really help others and inspire others to save more money and be able to make more money. As always, if you like this type of content, please smash the like button and subscribe for more future videos. Let's first go over my monthly cost breakdown. So I currently work a 9-to-5 job and I get paid every 2 weeks. Out of my total monthly income, around 15% goes into rent. I am able to save a lot of money on rent each month because I currently live with housemates and I don't rent my own apartment. 8% of my money goes to the usual bills I have and other miscellaneous bills as well. 7 to 8% of my income goes to food. I usually try to eat at home and I usually try to cook healthier meals. This is because cooking meals at home that are simple tend to cost less than eating out. However, I am human too, so I do hang out with my friends and eat out from time to time as well. Around 9% of my income goes to leisure and personal spending. My personal financial guilty pleasure is travel, so that's where I tend to spend a lot of my money. I personally believe that spending your money, or rather investing your money into experiences and things that you enjoy while balancing saving and investing, is one of the best ways to live life to the fullest. I personally try to save up my funds and travel every couple months to new places that I've never been to. The last place I personally traveled to was South Korea for around 2 weeks. The rest of my income, around 60%, is usually saved and invested. If you're new to personal finance, the one thing you should take away is that investing your money will help your money make you more money rather than having your money just sit in a savings account. This is assuming you already have an emergency fund built up, which I personally do. Now, what strategies do I use to save 60% of my income every month? Strategy number 1 is to make sure I spend the least amount on rent as possible. Like I mentioned earlier, I save a lot of money living with housemates instead of renting my own apartment. I am able to do this because I'm currently single and don't have any kids or a family, so I don't have as much responsibility at the moment. Now you may ask,
why don't you just live at home and save even more money?
Personally, I would love to, but unfortunately my current situation is that my current job is away from my home, so I have to live by myself. However, this hasn't stopped me from saving money on rent, as I know that this is the part that I can control the most. On average, it's recommended that your housing payment, whether that be a rent payment or a mortgage payment, not surpass 30% of your monthly income. And for me, I pay around 15% of my monthly income on rent, so this is a crucial part for me to be able to save money every month. Strategy number 2 is I budget for food every single month. Food is an area where people spend a lot of money every month. Did you know that the average cost of groceries for a US household is around $4,942, which brings the average monthly bill to around $411 on food? I personally spend around 7 to 8% of my monthly income on food, and I stick to my monthly budget. After rent, spending money on food is my largest expense, but food is really a necessity to survive, so I don't cut too many corners. I also try to cook as much as I can at home and try to eat a little bit healthy. I also factor eating out a few times a week and hanging out with friends into my monthly food budget. As a plus, then on the side, I usually like to take advantage of deals that restaurants provide throughout the year. For example, there's a lot of food apps that when you download the app and sign up with your email, you're able to receive an entree item on your birthday or just randomly throughout the year. This is a small factor that I like to take advantage of that helps me save a little bit every month. Strategy number 3 is I invest a portion of my paycheck no matter what every month, non-negotiable. Personally, because I already have an emergency fund set up, I'm able to invest around 50 to 60% of my income every month. This is due to the fact that I've already factored in all my rent, my food costs, and my bills throughout the month. Now, where do I personally invest? I personally love throwing a chunk of my money into well-diversified ETFs and index funds. I do this every month on a consistent basis automatically. Out of my investments, I do invest in individual stocks as well that I personally think will dominate in their respective sectors for the long term. If you see my past videos, you'll probably know that my favorite ETF to buy and hold is VOO, or otherwise known as Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF. I'm aggressively buying into these ETFs and index funds because I want to aggressively increase the number of shares that I own in these index funds and ETFs. My logic is that if I buy as many shares as I can in my 20s, in my 30s, as the ETFs and index funds grow, I'll be able to capture more gains since I own more shares. As I progress further into my investment journey, I also plan to invest in real estate as well. Strategy number 4 is I'm very frugal when it comes to materialistic items. I've always been a frugal person, but as I grow older, I personally realized that buying name brands on a regular basis is such a big waste of money. I personally also love simplicity and minimalism, so this is reflected in the items that I purchase. In terms of clothing, I gravitate towards cheap but good quality clothing that will last a long time. Simple plain black or white t-shirts, jeans, and comfortable sneakers are my go-tos. A lot of people my age go broke buying designer clothing and have no money left over to invest or save, if any. There's so many similar items that you can buy that don't have a brand name for cheaper with similar quality. I personally would rather invest the money that's left over rather than spending it on brand name items. Strategy number 5 is that I constantly try to increase my income no matter how small. Aside from my main job and my main income stream, I try to make more money by doing a couple things. Taking on part-time jobs here and there, driving for food delivery companies, starting this YouTube channel, which has a high chance of being very lucrative. Constantly trying to increase my income every month has contributed greatly to me being able to save how much I save every single month. In the end, the more income that you have, the faster you can save and invest, and the faster you save and invest, the faster you can build wealth. Now, what can you do to increase your savings every month and make more money? First is to reduce your expenses. What I would personally do is list out every single expense that you had in the previous month and really ask yourself, in what areas can I cut out money so I can save more money in the following month? These things can possibly include monthly subscription costs like Netflix or Hulu, car payments, monthly food and drink costs, and other leisure spending. Now, there's no need to sacrifice your whole lifestyle just to save a little bit more money, but if there are a few low-hanging fruits, it might not be a bad idea to cut them out. At the same time, I understand that not everyone has the luxury of being able to cut out expenses, given that the average American salary is around $52,000 a year. But cutting out expenses where you can is a great start. I personally believe that there should be a healthy balance between expenses and living your life while saving and investing your money. Second, and most importantly, you're going to want to increase your income. It's honestly a no-brainer that increasing your income is the best way to kickstart your ability to save more money every month. Reducing your expenses has a certain ceiling, but increasing your income has no hypothetical ceiling, which is the best part. Some ways to increase your income include get a side gig or a side hustle. There's so many side hustles and side gigs that you can choose these days. You can get a part-time job, sell items you already own on eBay or Craigslist, start a YouTube channel, grow a social media following, sell a product online or e-commerce, do freelance work online, drive for a delivery service or a rideshare app, tutor students, babysit, or walk dogs. You can also increase your salary from your primary source of income. At your workplace, you could always ask for a salary increase. You could also look for better opportunities with better pay in your respective field. It's a proven fact that switching jobs to different companies is the fastest way to increase your income by double-digit percentages. And third, you could try starting a business. Starting a business won't be for everyone, but starting a business while you have a full-time job is a perfect time since you'll have less risk, and if your business doesn't do well in the end, your full-time job will still be able to cover your necessary expenses every month. However, if your business does do well, this could become another big source of income or even your primary source of income down the line. I have been blessed to be able to save and invest around 60% of my income every month, and this is mostly due to me being on top of my personal finances and knowing the benefits of saving money and investing as early as I can. Now that you are aware of some strategies and tactics of saving more money every month, I hope this information is able to help you upgrade your personal finances. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Paul, and I create content on personal finance, entrepreneurship, investing, and personal growth. If you enjoyed today's video, please obliterate that like button and subscribe for more future content if you haven't already. All of this helps me out so much at no cost to you. Your life is a masterpiece. So let's unlock that full financial potential together. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.